This is Tittle Tattle episode 88. It is a supporter only show. If you are watching this and you're not a supporter over on Locals, ROKFIN, or Patreon, you're going to get the first 5 minutes. And then you got to join the editorial board, which is where all the fun happens. You get to put questions in ahead of time for interviews, and you get this exclusive show, Tittle Tattle, which is what you will wait for, I promise you, every week with bated breath. Bill, we're going to talk about the Carlee Russell situation. I'm not really sure what else to call it other than a situation. It's really an understatement. This comes as an idea from a local supporter, so always thank you to those of you who are putting in story ideas. This is what it was on July 15th. This was the headline. Woman who went missing after helping toddler on highway returns home, transported to hospital for evaluation. And that turns to, what happened to Carlee Russell? Neighbors confused, feel misled after search for Carlee Russell. Now, I'll give you my quick synopsis and then Bill can chime in. This is actually a friend of mine told me it was like a week ago. She says, did you hear about this lady who tried to help a kid on the side of the highway and just went missing? And then told me that this is a pattern of human traffickers, that they'll put like an injured dog or a kid or something on the side of the road. You'll get out to try to help them and they'll scoop you up in the car and take you away. She's like, the world is just not safe anymore. Because I told her I gave my raw hemp squares to these drug addicts on the side of the road. And she's like, you shouldn't do that anymore. And that's how that all came out. And then, fast forward days later, now people are calling this a hoax because now the police are saying that they can't confirm that there even was a child. Allegedly, her cell phone shows that she traveled 600 yards on this phone call where she said she had stopped to help a kid. They're like, how does a little kid walk 6 football fields, 600 yards in, a couple minutes without getting hit or even just at all? Her cell phone data showed that she had made searches about, how to take money out of a register without being caught. And she searched for the movie Taken, which is about trafficking and just all kinds of weird stuff. But her parents are sticking by her story. They're saying, we think she fought for her life. She said she was abducted. We're glad she's home. They don't call this a hoax at all. What do you think? The next Jussie Smollett or what, Bill?
It's bizarre. And I think, what's more bizarre is the way the media is covering this. The story itself, me personally, I think it's all just one big giant hoax. But again, the media, I think, and this is just heaven forbid, but I actually believe the media and the news are covering it a little bit better this time because they had to learn. They had to learn from the Jussie Smollett thing. They had to learn from the New York bike thing. The Covington kids in Kentucky, and then you had the other kid. I can't remember his name, but they jumped to conclusions because they want to get the story out faster and first than everybody else, and it's breaking news. But now they're like, oh, let's pump the brakes. Let's make sure we get all the information first. I will say this. I do have a couple of very hot, spicy takes on this, but we're going to save that for the supporters only because here in just a few minutes, we're going to go to our supporters only portion. And if you want to hear my one controversial and one very spicy take on this, then you've got to stick around for the supporters only portion of Tittle Tattle.
Very good. Okay. Quickly, I will say I watched the Today Show video about this. I'm not going to show it because it would just take too long, but they went to her, I think, boss. They had a couple different sound bites from press conferences with the cops. The one thing I took away from it was that the interviews seemed, the questions anyway, they seemed so polished, almost too polished. Now, maybe the guy, maybe they practiced them. He's like, oh, this is gonna be my time, my big time in front of the camera. Mm-hmm. But it came across as very, the word's not pretentious, but there was pretense to it. It just seems staged. Not staged like he's fake questioning. Just there's theatrics about this. Mm-hmm. It's not like all just happening. It's like rehearsed, I guess. It just seems so rehearsed, his questions. All right, I'm just going to leave it there. Don't forget, if you're watching this, everybody, you can support my work by going to check out my sponsors. I actually have a couple new ones, so I'm going to throw them out there. And if you want to grow vegetables inside, or you grow pot, I don't care. Go check out. EdenGrowSystems.com/Allison. Eden Grow Systems. That's EdenGrowSystems.com/Allison with 1L. Whatever you want to grow, you can grow in these systems. And it's another great way to support my work. I'm an affiliate partner with them now. Also, if you take this high vitamin D butter oil, cod liver oil blend, this is it right here. This is what I do every day. You can also click this link in my comments and video description box. Go get yourself some of that. And of course, you can get your wine, your Extremis Altitude wine, AllisonWinePromo.com. AllisonWinePro.com, 50% off the best wine ever and 50% off shipping. And then TwinEngineCoffee.com/Allison. Get yourself some amazing coffee. Okay, it was great seeing everybody on YouTube and Rumble and everywhere, but we are only going to be live from here on out for supporters on Locals and ROKFIN with Bill's spicy take. So we will see you.